They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You talk about this Titan defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And again, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Well, this defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Imagine that to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap. If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game. And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield. It's a big body moving upfield, too.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Titans! A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run it again with Chubb.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 3rd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The Titans are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Cockrell holds it in left side.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, and to try and get to the ball even faster.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer.
78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Lawrence.
And he lost the football.
We hear them
discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
On third down, Lawrence.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Makes it 24.
Okay, let's make some good calls.
30 left.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Go, let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence.
A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Lawrence to throw.
And it's caught. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Lawrence will throw.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
On now is the Titans punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's Lawrence.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Touchdown, you're so close.
Oh, boys, you got
11.
Get a touchdown.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Complete idiot.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that would be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mooney, the motion man right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
In that situation on 3rd and inches, it's not a surprise that you're going to have big-time guys up front trying to stop things, so you've got to win the leverage game. And the offensive line did that. They got lower than the guys in front of them and pushed them aside. But even they had to be surprised at what the result was. That kind of yardage on 3rd and inches, that's not what you get on every play.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 38-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. This is it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd down and 6 now.
Now Chubb running right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown!
Darnell Mooney.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bisons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
This is caught inside the 15. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 54 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Chubb will get the call running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 11. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a 2nd and 5. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the return will stop right around the 25. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Titans, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.